I'm going to break down a company that I know you know about, right? Because they're like top leaders in the game. Welcome to Transfers Express Easy View Designer. The cool part about this that I know is one of the struggles that we have starting off, and that's been a struggle for me, that's trying to lay out designs, right? I used to be in the store. Like one time I actually had a conversation with a guy because I was staring at this t-shirt and he thought I was staring at his girl. And I was like, no, bro, I'm just staring at the t-shirt because it's a dope design layout. And he said, oh, yeah, that's da 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 da. We got into conversation and he understood that I do graphic design and I print t-shirts. So like layouts, having design laid out correctly for you could be a struggle. Okay, so having the access to this tool right here, like they already have layouts for you. You literally go in there and you edit them, you change them to where you want them to be, whatever. So I want to point you over here to the left side where they have layouts. You can add your own layout. You can see right now our canvas is wide open, it's plain, there's nothing there. So we're going to come over here to add layouts, and voila, all the different layouts that are here are completely yours to edit and yours to use. You can do anything you want to do with this right now. And I'm telling you, this right here is going to change the game for you. And this is the layouts you have, right? On the left side, there's a bunch of different, like I call them like categories. And underneath for those categories are like niches. There's different niches you can have there, right? Niches bring riches, or maybe you can say different markets, different ideas, different organizations, different directions you can take. And check out this one right here. I just clicked on one of them. So this is a basketball one, right? So they don't only have one color things, because you think like, oh, you can only go there and do basic designs. Here's a full color design. It says Compton High basketball. So if you wanted to use this design here, you can use it right now. Like you're talking to your customer and the customer's like, yeah, I need some baseball designs. And you're like, oh yeah, we can hook this up for you, right? And like you already have access to the idea book. We'll talk about the idea book maybe in another episode, but this whole platform is actually inside of a book. It's called the idea book. You can actually go ahead and order that book and have your name branded on it. All of that stuff was cool. That's what blew my mind when I first started. But let's jump into this design, right? Let's say we want to use this design here, but we're not from Compton, right? Like that's it, Compton. Yeah, Compton High. We're going to change that and just double click on the name here, whatever area you want to change. Let's say I want to change. I'm looking over because my screen is over here. If I want to switch my team name here, right? Let's say, boom, I didn't go there. I'm actually working with Bensalem, which is this high school that I went to. So I'm going to do this for Bensalem High. Okay, so we go to Bensalem High, baby. There it is. That easy. I just changed this up to Bensalem High. That Bensalem High seemed kind of small, so I want to make it a little bigger, right? So how would I change the size on this? It's just a matter of grabbing one of these green corners, green arrows here. You can transform it that way. You can also resize this from the left side over here. Okay, so let's say you want to change it to a different font. You don't like this font right here. It says like Grills Extra Bold. You can click in here and change the font to something different. So let's say, I don't know, let's go with this font here. Whatever, it changes. Now you got a different font. You can do other things to this design right here. And there are some things that you can't change, like this word that says basketball. That's actually that's in clip art. So that they converted that into a clip art. So you can't change it from basketball. If you need a different thing, go and grab a volleyball design, right? But this particular one is already set for basketball. But you can change this basketball if you wanted to, right? So let's say you don't want this type of basketball. You can literally swap this out and add another clip art. So I click on the basketball. I'm gonna come to my left side again, and I'm gonna add clip art. So I hit the add clip art button on the left side of my screen, and I can search here. You can go to the search bar up top, or you can go through the sections here. But I know what I want. I want basketball. I mean, especially if you can't spell it right, you're not going to find it. So I want basketball, and you can go through here, a bunch of them there. There's some black and white ones, and it seems to be the only color ones we have happens to be this one here. That's the only full color one. But let's say we want to use this guy right here. He's cool. We got him right here. Bam. Now we don't need this other one here because we're replacing it, right? I'm just going to delete it out the way. I got this design here. So let's say we want to use this guy here. But now my guy is in front of everything else, right? Come on now, that looks weird, E. We can't read it. So you can actually rotate this guy here. Come to the top bar area, this blue bar on the top area here. Here, the up and down arrow says arrange. Once you have the design laid, like selected, you'll be able to send this to the back. So you can say back one. So all I did was hit back one, and now this design is inside or in the back of the basketball. Do something like that. Let's put it in a way that, yeah, we go. My man's foot. You play with the placements, right? But literally, that's what you would do. And you have a multi-color design right here. If you wanted to change the color to this, you just click on the design you want. Boom, click it, change it to that orange that's already in there. If you wanted to, it was actually good just keeping it that way. And just like that, you have this design right here that's ready for you to actually just go ahead and order transfers from them. So like now you design it, right? And like how you're going to print it, you can go ahead and print this by just ordering the transfers. Go ahead, hit next. You can tell it in here at the bottom now how many transfers you would like. And if you're liking this so far, you're finding value, drop the like down below. Let me know in the comments as well. Drop some fire emoji if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this from. Okay, so boom, we're done with this one, right? So let's say we're cool here. You can actually go ahead and save this if you wanted to for next time and all of those things there. But I want to take it back a little bit and mark this up, right? No, we're going to do more designs. Let's go back. Let's go back to the layout. So let's say I'm done with this one here. I can delete all of these. Just control all. Let's do a new one. Let's check out some of the layouts.